Hey everyone, Derailed Coasters back with another video for you guys, and today we're going to be going over how Fury 325 strikes me as a perfect B&M coaster. Let's get right into the video. Fury 325 is a massive B&M Giga coaster that stands in the front of Carowinds. As you first enter the park, you are greeted by this giant monster with this beautiful color scheme, and you just can't help but notice how intimidating the ride looks. But have no fear, because this roller coaster is out of this world. And now I would like to get into why I think Fury 325 is the perfect B&M coaster. B&M is very well known for their very reliable ride models. Some models include intensity and some models are more focused on airtime. For the sake of examples, let's pick two ride models that are commonly known at parks. First, you have your B&M hypercoasters. And at the very same park at Carowinds, you also have a B&M hypercoaster standing next to Fury 325, which is known as a B&M Giga coaster. Standing at 232 feet tall, Intimidator at Carowinds was originally designed as an airtime machine for the park. B&M hypers are usually general public pleasers. Now, unfortunately for Intimidator, some coaster enthusiasts say that the trim brakes hit too hard on this ride and it doesn't provide enough airtime. However, I believe that this varies by person. And despite that, I do believe this ride still pleases the general public very well. Intimidator is smooth, it's graceful, it has a great layout, and it's still an enjoyable ride whether it's trimmed or not. And for me personally, it's not the weakest B&M hyper either. Sorry Candymonium, maybe you'll get your redemption ride later this year. The point is, Intimidator seems to be one of those rides that can keep the population of the park happy. It is probably a reliable coaster knowing B&M's rap sheet. And then, at the same park, you also have a B&M invert coaster. This coaster is known as Afterburn. Afterburn surely packs a punch, and it is surely packed full of thrills. Afterburn is an inverted coaster model that provides inversions and intensity. The main purpose of the B&M inverted coaster model was to provide a smooth, intense, and forceful ride. And in my opinion, I believe Afterburn is one of the inverted coasters that does it the best. And a common trend that you'll notice with B&M coasters is they're all very reliable coasters, which is something that they aim for in all of their rides. So you might be asking yourself right now, isn't this supposed to be a Fury video? Why is he rambling on about different coasters? Well, I'm about to tell you why right now. The reason why I have mentioned these two specific coaster models, and the reason why I believe Fury 325 is the perfect B&M, is because Fury 325 offers the same experience of both models, but in one coaster. Now, there is one giant difference. The inverted coaster model offers inversions, and Fury does not. However, that does not deter from the fact that Fury is still a very intense ride. That first drop is massive, and you definitely feel it on your way down. And going down the first drop, you get a nice pop of airtime as you're going down, especially if you're in the back row. But man, let me tell you, that free-falling feeling you get when you're going down that first drop is absolutely incredible. So I recommend riding Fury if you've never ridden it before. If you get the opportunity to, definitely sit in the back row, especially if you want that really long sensation of free-falling. Next up on the layout, you'll come into a big turnaround and then a couple of speed hills. And those speed hills are what brings the intensity to this ride. And I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I even grade out a little bit on these speed hills. The whippy transitions and the speed that you're traveling through these elements is incredible. Next, you come up to the element that's commonly referred to as the treble clef. This element is extremely fun. You do this unique twisting around until you crest the hill, and as you're cresting the hill, you're almost 90 degrees banked sideways. And then as you're coming down, you're just whipped back into an upright position, and it's just an insane moment, and I honestly think that is one of the highlights of this coaster. And then you come up to the finale. The finale has a plethora of airtime hills where you experience very strong flagector to even ejector depending on where you're sitting on the ride. And then once you hit the brake run, you're sitting there asking yourself, what the heck just happened? Okay, maybe not everybody will react like that, but I certainly did. This coaster caught me totally off guard. I wasn't expecting the bout of elements that I had gone through, and it's completely different than anything B&M has really done. It separates itself completely from the hypercoasters while offering that inverted coaster intensity in some spots of the ride. Now, mind you, I did ride Orion at Kings Island earlier in the year, and I didn't find it to be quite as exciting as Fury 325, so don't don't get me wrong, it's still a unique ride, but it just doesn't do it as good as Fury does. Overall, the reason why I feel like Fury is the perfect B&M coaster is because you can find intensity, speed, airtime, and unique elements all in one B&M, and I feel like it takes the rest of their ride models and puts it into one roller coaster. So I want you guys to go to Carowinds if you get the chance, and I really highly recommend that you guys try Fury 325. Now let me tell you a little secret. I was losing my love for B&M before I had ridden Fury, and I think Fury has done a good job of rekindling my love for B&M, and I really hope that B&M continues to build unique roller coasters like Fury. Now before I wrap up the video, I just want to give a huge shout out to XscreamThrills for allowing me to use some of his footage on this video. I had gotten an ample amount of footage of the coaster while I was at the park, but I didn't feel like I really nailed every angle of it, so having his help has really helped me out with this video. A link to his channel will be posted in the description, and I really highly recommend that you guys go and check out his videos and subscribe to his channel for great content. Fury truly is a magnificent coaster, and it managed to break the top of my coaster list for a day. Well, that's a video for another day. Let's not get into that right now. Thanks for watching this video, and if you guys enjoyed, please subscribe to my channel and look out for future content. This is Derailed Coasters, and I will catch you guys on the next video.